to those nice granular structures are going to be good tilth for your garden. So remember, don't get in there too early or else you make little mud balls. If you are in a hurry to sow a little lettuce bed, you don't have to till the whole garden. All you got to do is rake up a little spot and sow those seeds and tap them down. So be patient and it'll pay off in the long run. So from Central Wyoming and From the Ground Up, I'm Rod Davis.
Interesting. And now we're joined by Nathan Scott with all the latest in sports, right?
That's right. The Rockies have been struggling of late. I'll let you know whether or not they pulled it out today.
How long does it take to turn the new Dodge Durango from the sport utility with the most passenger room in its class into the one with the most cargo room? Not long enough. Durango, new ground for the new Dodge.
Mafia boss John Gotti made Sammy the Bull his right-hand man.
You're a legitimate tough guy, Sammy. You're my #1.
When the mob set him up for murder,
You gave the orders. You're gonna bury me on your word.
he turned on the family.
I ain't lying. I'm gonna tell it like it is.
He's gonna challenge me! From Jane Rosenthal and Robert De Niro.
We gotta make them pay.
Based on the true story of Mafia hitman Sammy the Bull Gravano.
We, the jury, find the defendant, John Gotti.
Witness to the Mob, coming in May to NBC.
Okay, you meet a girl at a party, and you want to stack the odds in your favor. You know, like you're not an assistant copy editor. You help run a newspaper. Now, it's fine to pretend that you're fluent in 3 languages and that you've actually read Finnegan's Wake, but putting a drug in her drink? Are you kidding? That's not stacking the deck, that's robbing someone blind, because if she's unconscious, she can't say no. And that, my friend, is rape. You're in jail, don't do it.
If you're looking for a truly unique spot, a place that will introduce new ideas and experiences, a peaceful place to enjoy a few quiet moments, somewhere you can learn to cook a delightful new dish, look no further. The Herbadashery is your oasis in Wyoming. Fill your senses with fresh herbs as you stroll through the greenhouse. Let Herbadashery Catering bring out the flavor of your event. Combine your hobbies by taking a cooking, gardening, or crafting class. Envision the endless possibilities. The Herbadashery.
Good evening. The University of Wyoming football Cowboys participated in their first full scrimmage during spring drills today at the UW Recreation Complex. The focus of today's practice, which pinned the #1 team against the #2, was physical play. The Cowboys defense controlled most of the scrimmage, and head coach Dana Dimmel says that's the natural progression of spring ball. But he did say that the offense showed a lot of versatility. Folks ran 120 plays in the 2.5-hour practice. Minimal injuries reported today, but defensive tackle Brian Van Emmerich sustained a slight concussion, and backup quarterback Tim Glenn injured a knee. Before Glenn left the practice, he was 0 for 3 in passing attempts. Jay Stoner was 14 of 24 with 155 yards passing and 2 touchdowns to 1 interception. Matt Swanson was 7 of 17 with 69 yards passing and 1 touchdown. Laramie's Paul Schumann was 2 for 2 with 52 yards in the air and 1 touchdown. Dimmel says he was very pleased with the quarterbacks and liked what he saw from Stoner. The Pokes will begin to concentrate on their kicking game, trying to find a replacement for Corey Weedle, and they should have a pretty good idea of who their starters will be by the beginning of next week. The weather was a lot better today, and a beautiful day for golf at the Augusta Golf Course, aside for the Masters. The last 2 days, the wind was the factor, but that would not be the case today. The wind was nothing but a spring breeze when the leaders teed off this afternoon. Straight to the 9th hole now, where Jay Haas taps in for birdie to move into a tie with Fred Couples at 5 under. Also on 9, Phil Mickelson will get the birdie putt to move within a stroke off the lead at 4 under. And Freddie Couples will par 9 to stay tied with Haas for the lead. On 13, Jay Haas's tee shot, unfortunately, will find some water. Actually, this is on 12, my bad. Haas will end up double bogeying the hole to drop to 3 under. Tiger Woods struggled terribly today. At one point, he was 3 over. This is a birdie to move him to 1 over. On 13, Mickelson has the 1-shot lead when Couples hits this great second shot. This will set him up for the eagle, and to take the lead back at 7 under. The Golden Bear, Jack Nicklaus, on 18 with this long par putt. He will finish the day at 1 under. They will play the 4th round tomorrow. Now over to the boys of summer, and we'll start in the American League, where Ken Griffey Jr. and the Seattle Mariners were on the road to play Big Mo Vaughn and the Boston Red Sox. In the bottom of the first, Jim Liritz will double to the gap in left center, scoring John Valentine. The Bo Sox will go up 1-0. Then into the top of the third, and Pedro Martinez will strike out Russell Davis. This will be important because later in the game he gets his 1,000th strikeout. And then in the bottom half of the inning, Mo Vaughn hits a double to right center, which scores John Valentine. And again, it's 2-0, and they go on to win it. To the scoreboard, you will see that Boston beat Seattle 5-0. Baltimore beat Detroit 2-0. Cleveland beat Anaheim 8-5. The Yanks beat Oakland 3-1. It was Minnesota over Kansas City 8-3. Tampa Bay beat Chicago 5-1. The Rockies participated in a matinee game this afternoon, a game you saw here on K2. The Rocks are trying to get things back online after losing the last 6 straight games. Rockies, who had good offense last night, hit 18 hits but only managed 7 runs. The Reds, on the other hand, scored 18 runs on 17 hits. The uphill struggle with the Rockies pitching staff would continue this afternoon. And they would lose this game. As a matter of fact, we will go to the highlights, but I will tell you that the Reds went on to beat the Rockies 12-5 for the 7th straight loss of the year.
They'll make you smile. They'll make you laugh. You can't help but love these wacky babies. The cutest, funniest, most hilarious home video you have ever seen. Wacky Babies is a lighthearted look at nature's wild kids as they romp, stomp, wrestle, rock, and roll their way into your hearts. Wacky Babies is filmed by world-famous filmmaker Marty Stauffer. You've seen Marty's Wild America series on TV. Now, Marty has taken the funniest, craziest, wackiest pranks and put-ons by the kids of the animals we've grown to love and put them all in one side-splitting, hour-long, fun-filled adventure. You never know what they'll do next. Your whole family will fall for these cute, cuddly clowns. It's Nature's Sideshow, and you've got a front row seat. Use your credit card and call this toll-free number now to order Wacky Babies for only $19.99. Order now, and you'll also receive Queen of the Ice absolutely free. Witness the incredible adventure of a mother polar bear and her cubs as they struggle to survive in the land of the midnight sun. Queen of the Ice is an unforgettable journey into the Arctic wilderness. That's right. Call now, and you'll get Wacky Babies for only $19.99 and receive Queen of the Ice absolutely free. This special television offer is not available in stores. Your satisfaction is guaranteed or your money back. Call now.
For rush delivery, get your credit card ready and call 1-800-407-9889. Or send your check or money order for only $19.99 plus shipping and handling to Wacky Babies, P.O. Box 10699, Des Moines, Iowa 50336. Call 1-800-407-9889 right now.
Other National League scores, Pittsburgh and Florida played 10 innings today. Pittsburgh won that game 7-6. And Montreal and the Cubs also played a 10-inning game, and Montreal won that one 5-4.
All right. How about weather?
Weather, well, it doesn't look too good for tomorrow, like we said, but let's take a closer look throughout your work week. Monday, temperatures between 45 and 60 degrees with scattered showers throughout the week. But tomorrow, like I said on Easter, scattered rain or snow depending on where you are. Again, between 40 and 60 degrees. And tomorrow night, those snow and rain showers are going to continue. Lows between 15 and 30.
Not too bad.
Not too bad. If you like rain, it'll be great. Enjoy it.
I know Nathan loves rain.
I do. I actually like the rain. But I'm wondering, is it going to be good enough for the Easter egg hunt in the morning, or are we going to have the rain in the morning as well? Or?
Well, it's supposed to be scattered rain showers depending where you are. Some places there's 20% chance, other places it's a 70% chance.
Okay.
Never can tell.
Hopefully it'll be okay for where you are.
All right. Thanks, guys. We'll see you back here at 10 o'clock.
Good night.
Good night.
KTWO2 Casper, KKTU 33 Cheyenne.
The hottest thing on Salt Lake soil on New Year's Eve was a firecracker that weighed about 1,800 pounds. They called him the mailman, and look at him jump and kick. But the hottest thing in town that night was Lee Green of Marsing, Idaho. He took the buckle, the big check, and the keys to a new pickup away on New Year's Eve. The mailman bucked, and the mailman stood to see the bull named after him. That was Carl Malone. As we talk about Wrangler, Bull Riders Only, the #1 bull riding show in the world, it is brought to you by Original Coors and by Wrangler Jeans and Shirts. Howdy, everybody. I'm Bob Tallman, and welcome to sunny Southern California. Now, I know you've been watching the headlines and everything's fallen off its foundation around here, but tonight at Long Beach Arena, the only thing that might fall is a cowboy or two, because we've got an action-packed show for you with the Bulls and the boys, and they're ready to ride on Wrangler's Bull Riders Only. Joining me is Shaw Sullivan and Gary LeFew. Want to talk about the young talent. Some of the greatest talent in the world is not just here at Bull Riders Only, but they're here in Long Beach to try to catch the king, Terry Don West, and there's 4 or 5 kids right on his tail. It could happen in the year of 1998.
Well, there's one old guy, and that's Marty Stannard, just won Houston, and he's drawn up pretty good tonight. We also got guys like Brian Barker. He's getting on 111.